Welcome back, or welcome to We Care a Lot. I'm half the pod Sam.
I'm the other half, Mel.
Okay, I intentionally said welcome back or two this time. I don't know if have we been missing it?
I don't know.
And
every time I go to edit, I don't remember to
I don't
look.
check at all, no.
Yeah, anyway.
So if we haven't been saying it, our apologies, but we're back and we're coming off a fun week. Last week was great. No, 2 weeks ago we did Coachella episodes.
Oh, I was like, we're not at Coachella yet. I think
definitely
this is the week
there.
before.
Coachella is coming though. We're getting closer. Our outfits more finalized. That's a secret I'll never tell.
But if you didn't catch our vlog, we also vlogged us thrifting for Coachella, so check that out. It's on our YouTube channel only, exclusively.
Yes. Exclusive, subscriber exclusive. So head to YouTube. Honestly, that's tea.
I think we're like a little in our YouTube era.
A little bit. So check us out. There's no ads, so you're welcome.
It's free content.
So today we're chatting about what we do on a low energy day. It is still a little rainy out here. We've been talking about being hyped for Coachella and summer, but in reality, it's been raining. It's been gloomy. The energy just isn't quite there yet, unfortunately.
It's not quite a vibe.
So low energy days have been more common than not. And that's okay. I actually was fighting a little bit of a headache, and you know what it was? Dehydration.
Sponsored by water.
Yeah, I was purely just dehydrated, I think. So
that's always fair. I think like hydration is super important, like obviously, but like I think we forget sometimes, especially like when you're like prioritizing like your drinks in the morning, like coffee or matcha juice, or whatever you're drinking. I mean, if you're like me, I'm like a long-term sipper. Like I will have my coffee for like hours.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like a latte, I'm like, I'm gonna savor this.
Yes.
So like I forget to drink water after that, and then I'm just like on to the next thing. And it's like lunch or dinner.
Starting the day with water is really a good move.
Yep. Chug that water, girl.
I think as consumerism as this is, having a cute little water bottle.
No, absolutely.
Or like a carafe in the morning, which if you don't know, it's just like a little cup with water.
Yeah.
You turn over the cup and you pour the water in, you know what I mean? Which I don't know that I love the idea of that.
I have one, and I gotta say, like, it's not as
functional.
Yeah. Like I can't remind myself to even fucking fill it.
Oh.
Like on some night that I'm not feeling well, Logan will be like, and your carafe is here with water, and I'm like, why don't I do that for myself
and
enough?
Do you use it when it's filled?
I do.
Okay. So it's mostly just the filling aspect.
It's not in part of my routine.
That's fair.
But anyway.
Like room temp water too. Like I kind of like cold.
Me too. I'm like, let it.
And like a thermos on the side of the bed isn't really the vibe. But I do have my ugly ass hydro flask there. So literally.
Whack it down.
So anyways, low energy day, drink water, remind yourself. Because I think that really will pick things up for you.
Yeah.
You'll quickly realize, oh, I just need a little bit of water.
Yeah.
One of my basic needs.
I think like in addition to that is like, especially on a low energy day, you're not feeling too good, or even like the sun's not out and the vibes are down, taking vitamin D because you don't have it.
Yeah.
Like just having your supplements. I think that like even just the ritual of that, of like, oh, I'm taking care of my body. Like
doing it feels good.
You feel less like a slob, and just like
just gonna pretend rotting. If I don't have vitamin D, I'm going to take like an M&M, be like,
vitamin D.
I'm just taking such
or like
care of
any
myself.
like supplement, really.
Yeah, just
like,
something.
Throw in a fucking vitamin C in your mouth. I don't know.
A little glass of orange juice per chance.
Period.
Whatever it is, even if it's your coffee. Not saying that it's as good for you as these things, but like just get there in your brain.
Making a little bit of a ritual with whatever you're doing. Like, this is for me. This is me time right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing, I feel like when I'm on a really low energy day or the vibes are down, I like throw on some trash TV that doesn't make me feel good, or like a true crime podcast, like things that just are just there. They're sort of background noise in a sense.
Just like feeding your brain nonsense.
Yeah, and then I put on like a Spotify playlist, and I'm like, wait, this is so much better. Yeah. And I actually can get some things done. I can actually think. I have thoughts.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think music makes a difference. I just went to our friend Tori's house and she was playing really loud, like jazz music. And I was like, oh.
That's always a vibe in my house,
This is a vibe. I don't know that it's a vibe for me, really? But I like when I enter the vibe.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I think once you like just do it for yourself, you're like, I think it's like the no words music.
Yeah.
Are we just getting old? Holy fuck.
I don't really like that like rap stuff. No, that's not what we're saying.
Heavily into like my Ethiopian jazz. Like it's like jazz, but it's also like just kind of like vibey and some beats. Feel like you're kind of like in another country, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like open up, I mean, maybe if it's not cold, but like open up a window.
Yeah.
Let some real air in, you know?
Step outside, go for a walk.
Yeah. I mean, if weather permits, I always recommend like letting your body hit the sun. Like if it permits it, like just stand outside at least like 10-15 minutes, just like directly in the sun and take like deep breaths. Unfortunately, like I feel like sometimes that's all you really need is like
to touch grass.
To literally touch grass. Or touch like sunlight, like
yeah, and like not be on your phone during that time.
Oh, absolutely, take a break.
Because you're just doing the same thing you're doing inside but outside.
Do you think like
can't see your screen? It's bugging.
Yeah. Do you think we've gotten like progressively like more depressed as humans, like with social media? Just like
I have to imagine yes,
right?
But I don't have any
like I'm
scientific.
Sure like sadness really existed, but I feel like
for other reasons,
like depression is probably like more real now with like everyone just meant like I feel like there's no way that like social media is, or is it just that we talked about
more? Well, I did see that. Where did I see this? I think it was an interview with Armchair Expert potentially, which I didn't watch it, but I saw like a trailer that people are displaying symptoms of Tourette's without having it after watching people online tick.
Who don't have Tourette's
Tourette's.
I know that people with Tourette's can pick up Tourette's.
You can pick up other people's ticks, yeah.
Sorry, not Tourette's, other people's ticks.
Yeah, yeah. So it was just interesting. Balin, yes. But like people are picking it up without like it's not the disorder, but because you can't give someone Tourette's, but they're picking up the ticks. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like they're displaying it, and they genuinely think they do have it. But for whatever reason, the doctors can like assess that it's not actual Tourette's, which is it like maybe like a physical thing that they can Tourette's identify in your brain?
I think it's like it's like a brain. You can get a brain scan, I think.
Which is so to your point, yes.
Yeah.
Social media is creating more widespread disorders. I don't know, because I mean like people were just depressed and either not talking about it or there was just, no time to be depressed when you're dying.
Right.
Like people living to their 30s or whatever. Like way back.
No, I'm not even saying way back. Like literally like just early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like when MySpace, when like social platforms were on a computer.
Yeah.
And not at our fingertips. Like, like you having to actually like step outside and live real life and not, right, and be perceived. Like versus like the part of having your phone literally like basically glued to your hand. And then, like, pulled up to your face all day.
Yeah. And, like, the blue light also just doesn't help.
Literally rotting your eyes.
And our brains, probably. Yeah, and I feel like that's what creates my low energy day.
Absolutely.
Is by staring at my phone for longer, which is unfortunately or fortunately part of my job. But,
yeah,
it is what it is, and that's why you gotta take breaks. And that's what I do. I take the break to go outside or do my workout. I know that sounds a little like counterintuitive on a low energy day to do a workout, but there's low energy workouts that you can do. Like when I'm not feeling it, I do my favorite low energy workout, which is usually like a floor inner outer thigh workout because I'm literally just laying on the ground.
Yeah, you're just like
doing
kicking.
Leg movements. Right. Yeah. So to me, that's like
low
easy.
Energy. You never regret a workout either.
Yeah.
Like, that's always true. Mm-hmm. Like, even if you didn't even do the low energy, but you're like, I'm going to go to the gym.
Yeah, like
and just fucking do it. You never regret it. I think you'll leave feeling better. 100%.
And even if you do, like, a stretch. Like, I feel like if you're, like, low energy because you're feeling sick, go that route.
That's
different.
I mean, I'm the type of person when I'm sick, I literally like milk how sick I am, and I'm just like, I'm gonna rot to like.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm not a person who's
You're
like
gonna fight through it.
I'm gonna go and like once I'm sick, like
yeah,
I'm just like, because like I will fight with vitamins like when I'm feeling it. But when I'm like deeply in it, I'm just like, I'm gonna watch reality TV from literally like 10 a.m. till like 7 p.m. and not give a fuck. Like that's how I am. Like I can't.
I mean, once you're sick, I think you should rest.
Well, of course, like I sleep through.
Yeah. Of course, I'm not watching.
I'm just like glued.
Yeah, I think once you're sick, that's like a different type of low energy.
Yeah, but if you're feeling.
But if you're starting to feel sick, just do more of a like light walk, a little yoga, a little stretch.
Yeah. Get into your body again, really.
Yeah, something a little more simple. But if you're just like tired and maybe in a bad mood or something, go full hit that.
Yeah, yesterday. So I have attempted 12 through 30 so many times. That shit is fucking difficult.
Yeah?
So hard. I also like when I bought that platform, the training platform thing. Not like a physical platform, like the online platform.
That's exactly what I was thinking, a physical platform. I was like,
I feel like that has been really life-changing because it's like movements. Like if you've been a person who's worked out at the gym before, like, and like learned like weightlifting and stuff, like I feel like it's stuff that you already know, but they like he curates it in a way that's like so nice. And I think that's what intimidates me about going back to like the actual gym is like not knowing what to do.
Girl, what do you mean? You were literally our personal trainer
in
college. You probably still have the note that had our workout in it.
Or I probably do. But like
it was like 20 Russian twists.
It was a
donkey
crazy
kicks,
circuit.
Plank. I don't know what else.
I was like, all right, let's go.
No, literally.
But yeah, I feel like it's nice to like have that refresher of like, oh, you know all this stuff. Like you just like once I don't want to use it anymore, like I'll still know the knowledge of like, okay, when I want to have like a full on leg day, like I'll know the things to do and how many roughly, you know. I love Pilates because it's kind of like always kind of like a full body workout. Yeah. But then there's something like so different about weightlifting and like but it's like so needed because like you're targeting such specific things and like I don't know, it's just nice. Anyway,
this is our preach for going to the gym.
Go to the gym, you won't regret it.
I was gonna say, just to end off that topic, I was telling Tori, I feel like I just am the type of person who can't go to the gym aimlessly. I need to go in with like a plan or like some sort of routine, and that's what I love about like Pilates videos is it's like you don't have to think, you just turn it on,
yeah,
and then you're like listening, you're like okay, go this is what you do. But if I was to sit down and be like, okay, at 5 p.m. tonight you're gonna do a Pilates workout, I'd be like so I gotta set a timer for 30 seconds to do this like kick workout, and then I gotta do it like ugh. Like watching the girl in the video, she just bought a house. That little girl on YouTube, she's like setting the timer and like resetting it in between moves. I'm like, see, that's not for me.
I see.
That's not for me. I need you to just tell me what to do. So that's what I love about little guided videos.
You're like a class kind of girl, and that's fine.
I am a class kind of, and I would do weight. Like if I had weights at home, I would follow like a weight video or just how we did in college. Like here's the list, do it 3 times.
Yeah, I should just start writing the workouts down that he
God, period.
It's actually so smart. Why didn't I
and then just cancel it.
I know. I didn't say that.
We're not a bunch of scammers.
No, but I really like the platform. It's so nice.
Sponsor us and maybe we'll share. Just kidding. Anyways, so low energy day, get a workout in.
Move your body just in any form you can. Yeah,
just get a little movement in. You'll feel better at the end of it.
This might be like kind of, again, like backwards because you're already in a low energy, but like I think like if you know that you're having like a lot of these consistently, like on a good day, meal prep a little bit, like may always I feel like that's what's really helpful on a low energy day is like having things that are like readily available to eat because you're already like
I hate having to figure out what I'm gonna eat.
I fucking can't. Like, I can't even think for myself right now. Like,
luckily,
I don't want to do anything.
I don't have the money to just Uber Eats things every day, so that's not my journey. But I could see that being like, I'm just gonna have Wingstop, fuck it, or I'm gonna have McDonald's, fuck
absolutely.
it. You know, it'll turn into, which I'm not saying it's any better at my house. Like, I'm like, I'm gonna make some frozen chicken, fuck it,
fucking corn dog it, and like
literally.
So, but like, yeah, go to either. I mean, just like nourish your body in any capacity. It's totally fine if you're doing
Uber Eats,
a fucking corn dog or Uber Eats, whatever you're thinking. Like, it's fine. Like, having even just frozen stuff that you can like pop in is great. But I feel like just having something made or like half made, where you're not like having to make rice again or like whatever, you know, like having readily available foods,
recipes in mind,
or just like easy things for you to consume. I feel like that's always so helpful, because you already don't want to like do anything, and feeding yourself, you're probably in a bad mood because you haven't eaten, or like it'll get or it's gonna get worse because you haven't eaten well, or you know, it just nourish your body. You need to eat something, girl. This is your reminder.
A salad is just always something I am intimidated by to make, because it's just like so many layers, you know. It's not just like to
make a good salad,
right? You could do lettuce and olive oil and call it a day, but
little,
that's
like
not
side salad that everyone does at a restaurant, where it's like literally
lettuce, tomato, cucumber,
and then they throw like Italian dressing. You're like,
it's literally just a basic.
Which
is still good for you.
It's still.
I'm not saying, you know, it's still nourishing,
right?
But not quite to the satiation.
Yeah, I've been on this like kick, this quinoa kick for the last like couple of weeks, where quinoa is like the base of my like salad. Instead of doing like a pasta salad, I'll do like that kind of grain salad. So I'll do quinoa as a base, and then I'll have like different variations. So like I'll do like more of like a warm, it's not warm because it's cold, but it's like more warm flavors. So I'll do like sweet potato and carrots and like chickpeas and like having like a red wine vinegar like dressing to like blend it all. And then I'll do like a pico version where there's like tomatoes and cilantro and onion and mango, and like having those two separate things that they still feel so different, but they're like both so easy to make because you're just like chopping and throwing it together. Besides the quinoa, I feel like that has been so helpful, just like having that in the fridge and like just blobbing it on my plate. And then
it really does start at the grocery store.
It really does.
With like, what can I make with these things, and what can I quickly pull a salad together with?
Yeah,
because then when you look in that veggie drawer and you're like
none of these are looking good.
Like, I got mushroom and arugula.
Yeah.
What am I making here? So that's a good point. I agree. I am horrible with lunch. I think we talked a little bit about this in, I don't know, a couple episodes ago. Spring cleaning, eating. We want to eat better, whatever.
Yeah.
What else do I do on low energy? I feel like it depends on the type of low energy day.
What kind of low energy days are you having?
Like, I feel like sometimes it's low energy. I need support. I want to be with friends, but still have a low energy day with my friends.
Totally.
Like, I want to be with you, but we're literally watching a movie and doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then there's other low energy days where I'm like, I literally want to rot in bed, read my book, do my skincare, and just hopefully not be on my phone. I feel like that truly does make the low energy day so much worse because you feel like you got nothing done, unless you were obviously, you know, posting on, for us, like TikTok, whatever, doing things. But even that is like not really what I want to do when I'm laying in bed necessarily. So yeah, I feel like it's one or the other. You gotta identify where you're at. If it's I want to rot alone, or do I want to rot with friends?
Yeah.
What kind of vibe is it? So
I think, like, to your point though, like there's different types of low energy days, but also like finding the things that you really enjoy doing on those like low energy days. Like for you, it's like reading and skincare. Like, I'm thinking, like, I don't do this, but I feel like in those moments for me, it would be helpful to literally, like, pull up my Switch and, like, my headphones and literally just, like,
tune into
that.
Yeah. Even playing Switch with your friends online.
Literally.
Crazy. We haven't done that in a long time.
But just, like, shit like that, you know, like, I think also, like, for me, like we said earlier, music is so different from, like, a TV show. Same with, like, a podcast. Yeah. Like, if I'm listening to a podcast, I don't feel non-productive. Like, I feel like I'm retaining... Depends on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm retaining, like, good information. I mean, even though, like, mine are technically, like, pop culture... Like, I really love, like, personally, like, listening to podcasts about, like, artists and musicians, like, talking about their albums or, like, their careers. Like, that stuff is so inspiring to me, and it takes me out of my world. And, like, really, like, I like to, like, really ruminate on, like, where they're at in their lives and how they got there. And, like, it feels fun still, but it's not, like, a fucking... documentary, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Similar to how I like to read. Like,
yeah.
I'm in a different world.
You're in a different world.
Whatever.
Yeah. I feel like
finish ACOTAR, girl.
Reading still feels like such a task for me, and I hate that I feel that way about it because I didn't used to.
Maybe you gotta change the book.
I think I need to give ACOTAR a break.
Yeah.
Just because it's also so intimidating. It's so fucking thick. And knowing that there's so many other ones after,
yeah,
I'm like, oh,
God. It's a commitment.
Yeah. I'm going to take a break from her, and I'm just going to read the gay one I have.
I think Katie wants to read it, so you could pass her along.
That girl's going to take just as long as I am.
Well, if you're taking a break.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But I'm probably going to finish the other one. Well, faster.
Which one?
It's called Sunburn.
Sunburn. It's a series?
No, it's just a gay novel.
Oh.
Lesbian novel.
I don't think I've heard of it. Have we talked about it?
It's not. You can't even purchase it on, like, Barnes and Noble. Like, you have to. It just came on Amazon, I think. So, like,
it's new, or they're just being.
They're
weird
just
about
very
it?
small, like, publishing company.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
got it.
Like, in the lesbian community, who, like, reads.
It's big.
It's like yeah.
The lesbians who read talk.
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, reading, getting in a different world, whatever that means to people. Gaming, reading. Podcasts.
That's when you're, like, in your hermit vibe, you know? Mm-hmm. Sometimes when you're in a low energy, though, like, I know, like, yes, doing the whole let's just hang and watch a movie is great, too.
Yeah.
I'm not like this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's something to tap into. But, like, literally having maybe a night out, if permitted, obviously. Like, if it's a fucking Tuesday, don't go out. Yeah. I mean, maybe. I don't know. If your life permits that.
If life permitting.
But, like, having a night out where you're not, like, you have to, like, tell yourself, like, it's not about the outfit, it's not about anything, but you're just gonna go and have a drink
want to be in the world.
Be out in the world. Like, I think it really rips you away from anything that's making you feel low energy.
I agree.
And you're, like, just living life.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a level of socialization we forget we need as humans. Absolutely. As adults.
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh my God, kids, they need to be in school, they need to socialize. But then, like, so many of us work from home, don't interact with coworkers, like, we're just in completely different
on screens
worlds.
Or even just emails.
Yeah. So even if it's not even like going out for a drink per se, but like watching a show, like a concert or whatever, or grabbing dinner.
Going to get ice cream.
Right. Like a little treat. Walking through, maybe not Target, but like an outdoor mall.
Yeah.
Like just something.
Like right now when Katie just came over, it's crazy. I was sitting there and I was like, oh, how adult of us to just like be sitting here on like a Friday afternoon. Not really. It was like still morning technically when she arrived. Yeah. So it's like on a Friday morning just to like catch up and gossip. Like that feels so like señora of us. You know what I mean? And then I was like thinking, I was like, literally 2 days ago, Logan and I went to go see our friends who are a couple, and we had dinner together, and it was just like, oh, we're also just like I think about like how our parents would go over to like our like aunts and uncles or like even their friends, and like they're just like hanging out. I'm like, that's us now. I don't know, it's like a weird concept for my brain. Like it's so simple, but it's also like, oh, I'm that now. Like I'm forcing myself to socialize because I have to.
Yeah, and that's the part is like it's so important for us to not fall into this even like storyline. I was just watching Temptation Island, the new season, and I already finished it. And one of the girls, she's like, my story is that people leave me. People always leave me no matter what. Like everyone wants to leave, whatever. And he's like, that's the story you're telling yourself. Like it's a lie.
Yeah.
And so she like after putting herself in this situation is seeing like, okay, you're right. Like even seeing a therapist is your socialization or whatever. Like it's so helpful. So Yeah.
So true.
I think just like getting out in the world and remembering you're not, like, it's not all about you is actually really helpful.
Absolutely.
Like to be like, oh, everyone else is really struggling. Me sharing like what I'm going through, or even like the good things, like people can celebrate with me. Like,
or like not even talking about it at all.
Yeah. Or just like what's going on in the world. Yeah. Not in that way. More like pop culture, what's going on in the world.
Because I don't want to know the other one.
Yeah.
But even just like going back, like, yes, maybe it doesn't have to be like going to get a drink, but like I remember having like a night out where like, yes, drinking was involved, but like going to a bar and like just dancing and like not even having thoughts, like just we're just here to have a good time and then we go home. Like there's such a like a mental break there that like doesn't involve literally anything else besides like your vibe. Your vibes there.
Yeah, you literally have to
the
just
music
survive.
And the necessity of having to go to the bathroom and your friends trying to tell you something through the loud music.
But like I guess we've spoken about, I don't remember when we talked about this, but like the barrier to that, I think for I don't know, maybe all young people, but is like the pressure, which you're saying let go. But we have talked about it of how like, oh, it has to be a good night, the outfit, the place we go, the music is gonna be like, there's so many factors that we're like, but also like overthinking.
That's your attitude. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna just be like, well, I'm gonna go dance regardless of what the music may not be fucking perfect. Like they're not gonna be maybe playing all the bops you have in mind, but like don't judge it. Like don't go into it judging it. Just be like, I literally need this, so like I'm gonna go and make sure that I'm letting go.
I think that's also like the part of socialization is the more you do it, like, the less pressure there is on it being perfect. I'm like,
and that's why also people say that club culture is dead. Is because there's such a perception and like expectation around what is supposed to do.
I love that we're talking about club culture on a low energy day. Where did
this go? But like for real, like I feel like club culture used to be like, I'm gonna go dance my ass off to like forget all my troubles and the world. Like it's just me and
maybe a little excessive on the drinking and drugs at the time, but we're moving on from that.
We're moving on from that piece. But like that literally was the necessity of like, this is how I let go. And I feel like I don't know, you can do that in other ways. You don't have to go to the club, but I'm just saying like leave the expectation behind.
Go to the park and do a little silent disco, do a little headphone moment and dance alone in the park.
Who cares? People are watching. Who cares?
I would do it with friends before I did it alone, but I would do it. Little moment. Why not? Should we throw silent discos? I don't even know how we do that.
I don't know.
But that would be cool if someone was doing that. But that's the thing. I think also the more often you do it, the easier it feels. To like be like, you know what, that is a low energy thing to do. Because I have my go-to spot. Type thing. So anyway, find your little niche thing you like to release into. Cooking, I mean, shit.
I mean, we were just talking about like making sure you have food for yourself, but like if you really have like a meditative state when you cook, then run me that shit up.
Run it. I wish that was
I'm not that girl.
Maybe baking, but even then
it seems like a lot of effort, and I'm like the cleanup,
and like I don't want to eat all these
that part.
Okay.
You just gotta do like kind of like what what's her face does in Bridesmaids, where she like literally does this whole thing for one cupcake. Maybe that's the vibe. That's what I'm picturing. I
don't know what the ratio is to make one cupcake. Like she's too good.
She's
the bakery owner. I'm like, girl, that's
she's not even real.
She's like, no, I made the other 11. They're in the fridge.
Oh
man.
Anyway.
I don't know what else I would do on a low energy day. I feel like it does come down to like mood.
Listen, also what you're wearing. Like, I feel like if you, like, for example, my, not necessarily energetically, like, in my heart felt like a low energy day yesterday, but, like, I was in my fucking sweatpants all day.
I'm in sweats.
That I slept, like, basically slept in. And then at, like, 7 p.m., I was like, oh, we should go to the gym. And then I put on, actually, I didn't even change. I put on a sports bra.
Okay.
And then I put the same hoodie over.
You felt a little bit better.
I was like,
a little more secure.
They're supported now.
Literally mood.
But like, see, like that, I feel like if I wasn't feeling emotionally up, that would really bother me. Like, I think it would make me feel worse.
Yeah.
So make sure you're, like, literally, even if it's, like, one sweatpant to the next, like, just change the clothes that you're wearing.
I was about to say that. I was like, I didn't sleep in them, but they're so comfy. They make me feel good.
Yeah.
And so I was like, period. And then this sweater, I'm like, I've worn it once. It's newer to me.
To her.
And so it feels a little bit better. Like, I'm really, it's so bad with the sweaters for me. I will throw a sweater on over anything. And I'm like, as we've been saying in all the vlogs, like, oh my God, we're gonna dress cute every day. And I'm just like,
it's also hard with this fucking weather.
I know. It's just like summer.
Like, I'm really cold all the time. I don't know that
and pants are not comfortable. I just like, why am I gonna wear pants around the house?
Yeah.
Sorry, but if I'm not going anywhere,
throwing the sweats on.
Literally, why? So anyway, but yeah, that's a good point. Clothing, getting dressed in some form. Yeah. Whether that's a workout set. I would love to get more on my workout set stuff. Like having cute
sets. Yeah.
Like the Pilates girl. I was like, oh, she has like a matching set and like a little like ballerina Pilates top. Yep. I'm like, I want that. Yeah. Like looking the part, feels the part. So that's another good one. Your outfit. And also, what I do love about in the morning, I know I'm going to work out every day. I know I'm going to get some sort of movement in. So if I'm not doing anything before I'm going to work out, I just straight up put on the workout outfit in the morning. And I'm like, okay, you're committed, girl. Yeah. You're wearing the outfit. It's going to get dirty regardless. Sweating it. Yeah. So I do like that aspect of a low energy day of just don't waste multiple outfits. Just put on the athletic wear.
Period.
Maybe like, for some people, maybe like a pampering moment. If you got the budget, go to a spa.
Go get a massage, girl.
Right. Like, do something in that world. And if you don't, an at-home manicure, bath.
A bath is
always nice. A good bath.
Or even just like a nice long hot shower.
Right. Candles lit.
Steam that bitch up.
Any of that. Don't do chores. Oh, sometimes actually low energy day.
I love cleaning.
I do love to clean actually because you just feel so good after.
Yeah.
Everything shower.
My favorite thing is like when you're not feeling emotionally good and you like clean and you feel like proud of yourself. Like the final touch is like lighting a candle and you're like, oh, I fucking did that shit.
Yeah. Everything just feels.
And then you're like, now what can I do in here? Like life is
what should I do in my clean room now? Literally. I don't know that I have anything else to add.
I'm like, if you're like me and you're like, you kind of get a little manic on a low energy day. Yeah. Fucking rearrange your room. I don't know.
Feng shui. A little new feng shui moment. I used to do that all the time as a kid.
Me too. Why did we all have that? Like, we were so bored. Much change in our bodies. We're like, we got to change it up.
Just boredom. There was nothing. We're not iPad kids. Like, we didn't even have a computer. Nothing.
No, that's fair.
Literally did nothing.
Oh, did I tell you that we sold? Well, it literally happened last night, so I didn't tell you. But like we sold the little love seat. Oh, the small pull-out.
Okay, so you have the queen one now.
So we just have the queen one only. So we're gonna rearrange the office tonight.
To do what? Like,
just because like now there's like an empty wall. Like it just like I feel like the couch needs to go on the other side. Like when you walk in, the wall right next to it. And then like, because the desk also gets weird lighting where it is. So putting it where the couch is currently. Okay. And then the dresser will go where the desk was.
Ooh, okay.
Just like changing it up a little bit, you know?
Just doing a little something to feel fresh when you walk in.
I don't know, I'm like excited about that. It was feeling a little crowded, but like cozy in there, but now I'm just like, it feels good. It's gonna feel good.
I'm like, I wish a craft felt low energy, but it just does not. It's not. It's just the cleanup.
Unless like you have like your painting studio and like or your craft like area where you can just like make a mess and then close the door and you're like, that's fine. Yeah, I love to see it.
Yeah, or like knitting is a pretty low mess.
Yeah, totally.
Crochet, knit. I don't know.
Yeah.
No judgment.
No judgment.
But that's a low energy day.
Yeah.
A nap. Hey, I'm not judging. Take
a nap. You can't, but
I am horrible at napping.
I love napping.
I just can't. My brain doesn't shut out. Like it's like a whole ordeal to get the brain to turn off. So I'm like, we're just not gonna do that. Also, I just have a really big problem with productivity, so my brain doesn't let me go there.
Sounds like you gotta meditate.
Yes, probably. But
or start your qigong again.
Qigong. I was thinking the other day, I was like, I wonder what my therapist would say about me breaking up with my boyfriend, because I was still with him at the time, and she prompted this question, and she goes, what was it? It was something along the lines of like, well, how much drinking is too much drinking to you?
Oh.
And I was like,
what is the answer there?
His level was like 10 times more than what I was comfortable with. Yeah. And I tried to tell him that. Wasn't happy about it.
Yeah.
Still didn't break up with him. You live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
Break up with your toxic boyfriends on a low energy day.
Absolutely.
Because you have no time to fight them anyway. Just kidding. Don't do that. That's not good advice. Like, maybe you're the toxic one and you're just like, I'm not feeling good today. Let's break up.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah, I think deep breaths. Now I'm feeling sleepy. Talking about low energy stuff.
I'm wired off my coffee from this morning, so I'm feeling good.
Why is my coffee like slacking?
You know what? Sometimes you just need to like, don't over caffeinate, but like just caffeinate a little.
Sometimes you just need to like really take 3 shots of espresso.
Yeah, period. Why not?
The come down.
The come down's crazy.
Like a headache and the shakes. I don't know about all that.
Not the shakes. That's crazy.
Trying to do my Pilates work. I already got the Pilates shakes. I don't need no caffeine.
No, for real, the adrenaline goes crazy after a good workout.
Yeah.
Anyway. We didn't talk about it. Like, we kind of like, I think like other content that makes me feel really good, kind of similar. Like throwing on a like Letterboxd is also really awesome, because like if you have a list of things that you've been wanting to watch, just picking one of those movies, because I feel like movies are so different than like TV or anything, because it's like it's a time blocked thing, you know. And then even further, like if you go back to a movie that like is semi not recent, like, and it was like it'll feel good, yeah. Like a 13 going on 30, a little what is it, 10 days to lose a guy.
How to lose a guy in 10 days.
How to lose a guy in 10 days. Jesus Christ.
Close.
What's another one for me?
Just Friends. I haven't seen it in a long time, actually. Devil Wears Prada. Freakier Friday's coming out.
Freaky Friday is a good one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Anything Disney. It's Halloween time. A little Halloween town.
Oh, purr.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hocus Pocus. I don't know.
Focus on the things that make you happy.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Don't get caught up in like the mindset of what is bringing you down in that low energy, because trust me,
you're not gonna figure it out either.
I know. We in the trenches. We talked about being in the trench it's a cycle, I think.
Yeah.
Truly. So doing everything you can in your power to get through whatever that is, if it's like a real life barrier that you're trying to solve, a problem, whatever, doing everything you can in that day to feel like comfortable with what you accomplished.
Yeah.
But also reminding yourself, like, I can't fix everything in a day. I did what I could. Now I'm going to take some time for me and just breathe through that. I know it's a lot easier said than done. So this is your reminder.
This is just your reminder.
Yeah.
You got it.
You do.
You really do.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in next week's episode. As always, comment, like, subscribe, follow us on everything. We're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, everywhere.
Everywhere.
So rate, follow, like, comment, engage with us. We'd love to know what you want to see next. So love you guys. See you then.
Bye.